Did you know that spin serves are legal in pickleball? There's two kinds of legal spins that you can put on your serve today to give yourself an advantage over your opponents. Now, before we get into it, of course, there are some rules when you're hitting spin. You can't spin it with your hand or off your paddle before you hit it, but once you toss the ball, pretty much anything goes when it comes to spin. Today, I'm gonna show you how to do it to give you an advantage. The first kind of spin we're gonna go over is side spin. So side spin is when you get the ball to spin, like the name says, sideways, which means it's gonna curve to the right or to the left in midair. So in order to create spin, we have to acknowledge how spin is produced in the first place, which is it comes from the friction between the ball and the paddle. So if I contact the ball this way, the ball is gonna roll on the paddle face and end up spinning in the direction that I'm swinging. So if I swing this way, the ball is gonna spin in that same direction across. So I can use that to my advantage. When I create my swing, I'm gonna cut under it and swing up. So that way I can hook the ball to the side as it leaves my paddle. So I can hook the ball so that it spins sideways through the air and off the bounce after it leaves my paddle. So the idea is I have to come under the ball and then swing up across the court. Notice how that ball started to the outside of my opponent and then it curved in. So it's a very tough shot to read because it moves from side to side across the body. This spin is beneficial if I want to attack the backhand because as a righty, this spin is gonna curve towards a righty's backhand. So watch, if I hit this serve more towards the middle of the court, it's gonna stay on his backhand side even if he tries to run around it to get a forehand. So to hit this serve, I need to make sure that I'm swinging from high to low, back to high, coming from the inside and out of the ball. So when I make contact, I'm still swinging up and I'm swinging across in this U-shaped motion. So I come up, I come down, and then as I come up to make contact with the ball, I'm curling my paddle out so that way I can create my side spin. It ends up being a big pendulum U-shaped motion, high to low, back to high. I want to hook it out and create that spin sideways. The second kind of spin that you can put on your serve is top spin. Unlike the side spin slice serve, top spin makes the ball go up and then come back down and shoot forward off the bounce. This is the most common kind of spin serve. If you watch any pros play pickleball, they're using top spin serves all the time. That's why their serves are super aggressive where they hit it high, but it still lands in and it shoots forward off the bounce. So to create top spin, I have to come from under and up. So I need to start with my paddle face down below the ball. Of course, the tip of the paddle below my wrist. So that way when I swing, I can shoot up. That aggressive upwards motion makes the ball spin forwards. When you have forward spin, it's gonna shoot down into the court and then blast forward off the bounce towards my opponent. So when I make contact, I have to make sure that I'm coming from under the ball, swinging up over it, and then brushing over the top. That's gonna create that forward spin that then gets the ball to dip. I'm gonna create this by using my forearm. So my forearm is gonna flick over the ball, my wrist is gonna come through, and then my shoulder is gonna rotate through my swing. I'm actually gonna end up using my whole body into this swing, so that way I can get the paddle to accelerate fast and get as much topspin as possible. And then remember, because the ball is gonna end up shooting down before it bounces, I can aim much higher and still get it to drop. So a flat or slice serve that might go out could actually land in if it had topspin instead.